Today I'm going to be taking a look at some of the stuff I found at the Goodwill by the pound. First off, the Mint 3D printing pen. This is actually super interesting. So as you know, Goodwill by the pound, you buy stuff. This cost me $2 per pound. So this actually was so light, I think it only cost me like $1 for roughly all of this stuff. Actually, probably a little bit more. But the filament, I know there was a lot of it. And I had no idea if this thing actually worked or not, but I decided, hey, it's worth a try. And yeah, with a little bit of coaxing, this thing works. It basically heats up filament, plastic filament of various types. It's got a little digital reader on there for temperature, and then it sort of just extrudes it. And that's what I was able to make just with messing around with it just for a couple minutes. So yeah, something like this would be a neat little tool for all sorts of crafting projects, but especially with any sort of ooze or water or anything like that. That would be simple to do. Now, obviously, I've seen people do like miraculous things with this sort of stuff where they actually sculpted 3D miniatures with this sort of thing, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that with this, but I was actually pretty excited seeing what I was able to do with so little. I got a lovely in-box Gundam. This is one of the Gun Plus stuff. Surprisingly, completely together. I love kits like this because they clearly show you like what is supposed to be in the kit, so you know if you're stuck with a partial set or not. This one was absolutely complete with manual, and I'm absolutely going to give this as a gift to somebody that I know who likes this sort of stuff. But yeah, I always like these, but I'm not super interested in putting together Gundam stuff myself. I know a lot of people love that kind of stuff. I'm just not really interested in it. I got a lovely pangolin miniature. I love little guys like these. These are the sorts of things that I like to throw in there in my D&D games. I don't know why I bought this. This was actually very beat up. As you can see, there's chips taken out of it. But this is an old made in Germany thing there. Some board game miniatures from Forbidden Jungle. Nice little bits of stuff there and just random bits and pieces, including this sign, which I felt was going to be just the right size for a 28mm. Some random anchor bits and pieces of random model kits. A new in-package eraser. Always love little stuff like that. A little Tombow. This is called a brush pen from Japan. Useful for various things. This was interesting. This is a dice that goes from A to P, I believe. And yeah, I felt this would be kind of cool as like a randomizer dice. Roll the dice, and the players would have to come up with something that starts with that letter. So it's not an L, it's definitely a W. Because I like weird dice, and this will go in my weird dice bag. These I bought. I kind of regret buying them. These are all empty cases. I'm gonna sell these on. I'm gonna sell these on eBay for $8 for a lot of them. This was super interesting, very exciting to pick up. Equally as disappointing when I found out it is in fact not complete. This is the anniversary edition, the 25th anniversary DVD set for the Transformers animated show. A beautiful, lovely set, as you can tell. But sadly, one of the later DVDs is missing, which is just so disappointing. In the Goodwill, I checked the first 8 DVDs, and they were like literally kind of still new in the packaging. So I was like, well, surely, since these are all in here, they're all in there. And so I didn't bother checking all of them. And yeah, it's missing, I believe, DVD number 10 or something like that. That is very disappointing. But at the same time, it's such a nice set. I can't help but think I can, either sell this partially on eBay or something like that. I'm sure somebody's looking for the other DVDs in that set. I also found Galvatron. This is the edition of Megatron that I never really encountered as a child. It's very interesting stuff here. He was obviously still working after all of these years. He was kind of half transformed, so that's why I think nobody else grabbed him, because they thought he was incomplete. Which he is. He doesn't have his little gun thing. But yeah, Listen for a sec. Yeah, it's very high-pitched. I'm not sure if it's supposed to sound like that or not, but anyways. Nightfall, The Dark Knight. Lovely graphic novel. I believe this is like the first chapter where he's just dealing with his original coterie of villains there. And then I found 2 mint condition copies of Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. I don't know, I just grabbed those from my collection. And a mint condition case. No CD, sadly, for the Dreamcast. However, I believe I do have this game in a beat-up case, so I will absolutely take this mint condition case and replace my beat-up case with that. And also, Blitz the League 2. I don't know, I just grabbed it. Post-it notes, always lovely to see stuff like this. These are more expensive than you think, so anytime you can get them for 50 cents a pound. Also, speaking of 50 cents per pound, some lovely Pokemon cards here. They would make some great tokens. Look at this. All you gotta do is put it in the token maker and clip, and you got some great tokens there. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And now, of course, these cards were fake. I didn't destroy real Pokemon cards. There's the texture is how you could tell without destroying them. However, if you destroy a real card like this Great Ball, you'll notice that there's a layer of gray-black sandwiched between the cardboard. That's the 100% method of telling if something's fake or not. As you can see, you got that gray-black layer, and on the shiny Pokemon that I just destroyed, there is no gray-black layer. So, yeah. Absolutely fake cards. And you can tell by the texture as well. But, yeah, a very interesting selection of stuff from the Goodwill by the pound. I definitely am going to be messing around with the 3D printing pen to see what I can do with that. I definitely am interested in doing, just kind of like a larger, swampy maze area, maybe. I have all those different colored filaments, and I also have gold filament, too. So if I can figure out how to do, smooth surfaces with that pen, I might make, a golden statue of some sort. But yeah, I'm just running through ideas in my head. If you have any ideas of what I can do with the 3D Mint 3D pen, then let me know in the comments below. Again, it's fairly easy to do little lumpy things like eggs, liquids, slimes, obviously. But I am going to be interested to see what else I can do. I have absolutely... The only drawback to that is I have no idea what filaments are what. I grabbed all these filaments, and I have no idea which ones are, the 2 types, ABS, PLA, I believe. And I don't know which ones are the high-temperature ones and which ones are the lower-temperature ones. It's going to be all a little bit of trial and error with that. But hey, that's just me doing a little bit of quick update video with some Goodwill by the pound stuff that I found. If you have any ideas of what you want me to review next, let me know in the comments below. And also check out my new voice acting videos on Facebook. If you're not following me on Facebook, please do. Also follow me on Instagram as well. All those links are in my profile. Peace!